Behold!
Xilonen! Good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can...
Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Pakal's, so make sure you take the one that's yours.
I haven't even said why I'm here. But looks like you're about to head out for a break.
Yes, but I am going to take it right here. The temperature is just perfect today.
Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? I really don't want to stay out in this heat.
Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're coming to place orders or pick up the goods.
I see. Oh, here comes another customer.
Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Xilonen!
Oh, traveler, Paimon! We meet again. How's your Pilgrim's Chronicle been? Run into any issue? Oh, good. It was also my first time receiving a Pilgrim's Chronicle. Even though there are still a lot of things that could go wrong.
Huh?
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling.
Oh, well, that definitely would never happen.
I found the Xilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nechca's birthday's coming up real soon.
I've prepared a gift and was just getting ready to take it to her.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or let me guess.
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break, but a set of durable work tools will always stay with you. And, well, still, I won't be giving Nechca any tools this year. She wrote, the book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection. They were really...
Children her age love fairy tales. Huh. Wait.
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the...
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few...
Well, in that case, why don't you use the Blaze Gem inscription you have as a memo to engraves? After all, that inscription will never wear out. And it's easy to carry.
You do have a point. No. I engraved some... just some dreams that I have for the future. And even though Tlzaolli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best, this Blaze Gem inscription was still made by a name engraver. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some... So, many people who bought Blaze Gem inscription...
Sounds kinda like a wish, but if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Don't worry. We usually ask Tlzaolli to add... With her method, the light must be at a certain... Without the right angle of lighting, the blaze...
That's true. In the end, a Blaze Gem inscription is essentially making wishes to it is like shouting into an... But using it as a journal for your wishes is also... Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These... And I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very... Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one?
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her. At least she and little Nechca are better off now. And, well, I was really worried about their family at first. And was even... Huh? What?
All right, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory.
Right. Right. What's going...
So you'll be going to Nechca's birthday party too, Xilonen?
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tlzaolli too. She... Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging. Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book and...
Huh? Wait a second. Our birthday gifts... If we ask Nechca, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting her.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind of present she would like? Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might... Xilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most?
Unfortunately, no. Nechca's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, it wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2.
Yeah, even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her some. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're...
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twins, but after defeating the Demon Lord, the older brother, Tlzaolli, discovers in the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the... I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and said in the revised version, the brothers killed the Demon Lord together and both... However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, the store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book, and have resorted to... Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the new... Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechca, so I picked out a copy that looked relatively new. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old, though. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition, too. They gave me...
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad?
Let's get going. Tlzaolli lives pretty far from the tribe.
Go on now, Yengu.
Hey, Tlzaolli, we're...
Oh, what a surprise. And even
Oh, it's been a while since I've seen you, Auntie. I received Nechca's letter. She wanted a copy of To Kill the Brave. There are several editions of the book in Natlan, and I wasn't sure what... I asked a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy. It seems this soft...
You haven't... Let's go inside. I was just boiling some... Xilonen used to love drinking chocolatl. When she was little, you were already a big girl by the time I finally had my Nechca. Oh,
Auntie, Traveler, please help me get her into the house.
Oh, Paimon will help too. Be good, Yengu, and don't get in the way.
All right, let's get indoors. Watch your...
sorry. Nechca's illness has been I suddenly started to feel dizzy in the sun. Have a seat. I'll fetch you a few cups of chocolate.
Oh, I've already brought them over. This cup's for you, Auntie. And these are for you, too.
Chocolatl? What does it taste like?
Oh, don't worry. Auntie always adds a lot of...
The last time you came to visit, you were still just a kid. But now...
Oh, well, it's all thanks to the drinks I had here and the books.
We heard that you two are from the same tribe. But
When I was little, my parents were always talking about how skilled Auntie was at forging ancient names. The moment I became idle at home, they would toss me into
Then I would have your parents go back, boil you a pot of chocolatl, and let you...
Yeah, and then I would drink and listen to you banging away with your tools. But eventually, she moved out of the tribe to find some more space, and
But why did you seem so familiar with the place when you went?
Because the layout of this place is identical to... Let me see. Yeah, that should be Nechca's bed.
That's right. I remember you used... But you're all grown up now. Even if you wanted to live here. That's how Nechca sees Xilonen, too. Whenever she's feeling better.
Well, yeah, I'm here now. And even...
You said Nechca asked you for the book? I hope it wasn't too much trouble to get. Really. Maybe I've been too strict with...
Oh, really? Well, I'd say I really... Yeah, I wasn't able to help her when she was sick, and I didn't even come and visit her that many times.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Xilonen. You have great responsibilities as the name engraver of the tribe. The responsibilities on your shoulders also became far heavier when...
You just had more important things to tend to, Auntie. No one in the tribe
But that doesn't change the fact that I gave up on my work. And I'm sorry to leave you to shoulder all the responsibilities alone.
Oh.
Whoa, why so somber all of a sudden? Don't...
Oh, relax, Auntie. I can handle the work. But once Nechca is back, you'll be the one who's busy then. And I'll be sitting at the side drinking
If that day really comes, you can have as... If you asked me before, but now that she is gradually recovering, I've also gained some... Nechca's illness actually originates from that night. I was in the tribe, Before we could finish our discussion, the alarm started to ring outside. I joined the fray as well, and it wasn't until the monsters were repelled. I can't remember how long I spent searching for her. Maybe she was holding a dried up embercore flower in her hand, and there were traces of abyssal corruption around her wounds. I know. It was all my fault. Before the incident, work was busy at the time, so I told her that if she could find an Oh, Nechca, my daughter. My Nechca. I was the one who decided to move my workshop to the outskirts of our tribe for work. Oh, my...
Whoa, hey! She already has the strength to write letters now, doesn't she?
Sorry. I just... Phew. Alright, I asked someone to buy some ingredients for me. So, why don't you stay for dinner tonight?
We'll help. That sounds like a lot to make, and we don't want you to tire yourself.
Thank you both. You three just need to make sure everything gets eaten up.
Oh, we haven't had anything to eat yet, so don't worry. We'll make sure there are no...
It just occurred to me that Xilonen likes to eat cheesy crab hot pot. Why don't I make that instead of the...
Both are fine with me. I've learned to just chew up the fish bones now.
Oh, come on now. If you don't want to pick out the bones, anyway, for dessert...
Cup of grain fruit!
How about a cup of green fruit mixed with chocolate?
Okay, got it. I'll go start cooking. I ordered a bunch of ingredients, and they should be here any minute now. Come on, Xilonen. Stop lying around.
Hey, I'm not a kid anymore, you know. You don't have to worry.
That's beside the point. If you don't watch out for your health while you're still young, then when you get old...
All right.
We'll go check on the ingredients with Xilonen. It isn't fun.
That kid.
Too slow.
No one's come to deliver the ingredients yet.
A messenger from the Scions of the Canopy wouldn't be flying here. No need to look. There isn't anyone on the cliffs.
I just saw it. Hey, you there!
Oh, are you the one who's supposed to deliver the ingredients?
Ingredients? Are you kidding? Never mind that now.
Xilonen, Whoa, she's already gone up to fight the monsters? Let's go help her out!
Illusion shattered!
I see everything. Allow me.
The wind rises. Ja! Ja! Ah!
All right, that should be it for the monster. Oh, it also seems we're in good luck.
Strange. We didn't see any monsters on the way.
Yeah, right. I use this road to deliver goods It's the main road in and out of the tribe, so people often come here. I don't know what happened, but it seems like all the monsters around here have gone. Tlzaolli doesn't even forge ancient names anymore. If she comes back, Nechca will even be able to find some Nechca's playmates. No, wait, strange.
Look at that. He has a blaze gem inscription too.
You should go back to the tribe. It seems like you had quite the scare today. I'll carry these bags, and you two can carry...
If you say so. Thank you so much. I guess today's just a really bad day for me to go out.
That's so weird. Why is everyone we run into today? Paimon's not sure how to say it, but she's got a
Once you live long enough, you'll eventually... Let's bring the ingredients back. Otherwise...
Squall and fury. Quit following me.
Ah, you're finally back.
Oh, yeah, we, ran into some...
All right. As long as everything's okay now. You'll...
Whoa, there's so much tasty...
They were all pretty simple dishes to make. Don't be shy.
Paimon will help herself.
Ooh, yeah. Can I get another...
You're done already?
Of course! Didn't I say that I tripped the... I'll have just one more fish and leave the rest...
It's okay. Just go ahead and eat all you... Her body is too weak to digest these kinds of things.
Oh no. But Paimon thought she'd already recovered.
Injuries caused by the abyss cannot be undone. The doctor... But it's okay. Nechca can talk to me now and... Even if she will never again know that I am... The doctor said the abyss has had an irreversible effect on Nechca's soul. The doctor also said this sort of memory loss isn't like simply forgetting something.
Huh?
You know about the woven scrolls that the Masters of the Nightwind use? Well, generally speaking, forgetting things is like when the woven scrolls would gradually start to fade. But the case of Nechca's memory loss is as if her woven scroll had been cut in two. The books she loved to read, the flowers she took joy to grow, and the time she spent in this house were all cut off by the abyss. As one example of that, Nechca now only sees me as... She's a good kid, and doesn't want to upset this lady who's been taking care of her so much. But I've always had a feeling that she's constantly wondering about things like... where Nechca really has no idea that her real mother is right in front...
So you plan on recreating Nechca's woven scroll?
What do you mean?
Or should I say, you've already started reweaving that scroll long ago. The delivery guys. I saw it hanging from his waist, so Don't worry, I'll return the inscription to him once we've figured everything out. These...
When did you know?
Yeah, I noticed it back when Blaze Gem inscriptions suddenly... It was then that I also noticed that everyone wearing Blaze... Traveler, you've picked up on it too, haven't you? Accessories made using ancient names forging techniques. Huh. For what's only supposed to be a pretty souvenir, the shapes and patterns of these engravings are also identical. By making just a few slight adjustments to the layout and connections of the main pattern, you can pretty much... And yet, you've never told anyone about these engravings in the Blaze Gem inscriptions that can be activated at any... Am I right, Auntie?
I knew you were a sharp one, Xilonen. That's right. I have a way to cure Nechca and restore all... I want to forge an ancient name for Nechca that contains all of her...
And the reason they must be approved by the Wyab is because the memories they bear are all stored with extracting those memories from the ley lines. But your plan wouldn't need you to do any of... Your Blaze Gem inscriptions will help you complete that part of your plan in the ley line's place. You will use... And the ancient names you're trying to forge will be used to extract...
A memory bank? Wait, so the reason all those people were having trouble remembering stuff is because...
Using other people's memories of Nechca to reconstruct her past?
You've seen through my plans, Xilonen. You're as outstanding as ever. Far more brilliant than... I intend to use this method to collate all the memories related to Nechca.
What? Wouldn't extracting memories like that hurt the...
Not at all. Every time a Blaze Gem inscription extracts memories, the process is on... This is the central inscription that controls all... Which will... Also...
You made all of this yourself, Tlzaolli?
Yes. It was lots and lots of work. You saw it yourself. I knew I could collapse tomorrow, or even in the next few moments. But Nechca's ancient name is still far... I've solved the issue of storing memories, but I still don't know...
I thought you just modify your own.
I considered it, but this matter doesn't have anything... It's of no help to me, and I don't need...
You know the price to pay for making something like that.
Yes, I do. But as long as I can get... Otherwise, Nechca won't have any chance... She won't remember me. And when that time comes, she'll be left to drift around the world all alone. She is my daughter, the one to whom I gave the Nechca name. Whether it be as...
Xilonen!
I'll take this and... I'm going to completely disassemble it to confirm its... I won't make any promises until I've checked. Say goodnight to Nechca for me, Auntie.
Oh, wait. I've also finished the inscriptions for the... I'm sorry it took me so...
Hold on, Auntie. The Traveler and Paimon have never met Nechca before, so you can't draw any memories from them.
That wasn't my intention. They're just...
Huh? What?
Nechca must have woken up and wants to get out of bed on her own. Nechca! Don't try to get out of bed. Just...
You go ahead and take care of Nechca, Auntie. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon. There are a few... Let's head back to the tribe first. There's... Disassembling the central inscription? It's not going to be easy. You two can wait outside for a moment. I just need to go in and grab something. The workshop is a little messy. Oh, yeah, that's not really what I mean. It's just that the workshop is cluttered with way too much stuff. Books, everything's piled up to the ceiling. Kachina suffered quite an unfortunate series of events the last time she went inside. Well, after entering the workshop, she was shocked to find herself face to face with a massive woven scroll from the Masters of the Nightwind, and then she tried to step out of the way, but tripped on a poster tube that was behind her, and then boom! The forging blueprints came crashed.
Oh no!
She's lucky I noticed in time. I found Kachina in a daze and managed to save her before an entire setup. Ever since then, Kachina always waits outside the door and doesn't dare take a step in.
Yeah, you're an artisan and craftswoman after all. We thought there would be... But it seems more like a library than a...
Well, my primary work is forging ancient names, which is much trickier than making swords and tools. You probably already know that each ancient name represents a certain spirit. In other words, the essence of an ancient name is the physical manifestation, and as a name engraver, when I'm working on a new ancient name, but more importantly, I'm also trying to understand the spirit. And to do that, I have to collect as many related stories as possible. But, as you might know, people tend to add a lot for stories that have been clearly exaggerated or altered. I must gather other This way, I can filter out all the absurd and exaggerated detail. Only in true stories can you find and this is the only way for the spirit to become an ancient name that
We've heard about the concept behind ancient names before, but after hearing you explain the details...
Well, no matter how powerful ancient names could be, they would never be able to suddenly turn into a It's just a form of spiritual power that's passed down from generation to generation. Well, take your own name. From the moment you appeared in this world, some person, and that person then condensed this blessing. It may feel like the moment you received your name is already in the past. Names are blessings for the future from people standing in the past. With this blessing, people will become more confident as they walk into their future.
Oh, Paimon gets that! If you're alone when you're walking in the dark, but if someone else is walking with you, then it won't be nearly as scary. And the Traveler always has Paimon by her side, though, so she'll... Oh, Paimon sure many wish they could be in your shoes. Paimon's always flying, of course it gets tiring. But we're getting off topic, we can talk about...
Anyway, this is what Tlzaolli told me when I was training as an... And to be honest, I've only understood 20% of what...
But doesn't that mean you basically...
Well, that's not entirely true. Auntie and I have at least... Ugh, you know what, I am sick of talking. We can talk...
Did you hear a whole section of something collapse?
It's fine, it's fine. It was just a bunch of very old ancient... I kept this set of phlogiston wedges in the back, so it wasn't easy. Come on, let's go disassemble the central Here we are. This is the place.
This cliff is pretty high. What are we going to do here? Are we going to climb to the very top and then throw...
I'm going to use phlogiston to make an engraving circle on the cliff wall. Now let me see if this thing can even turn on. I was still in a... Before we attempt to engrave the inside pattern of an ancient name with phlogiston, only after we've confirmed that phlogiston can flow properly through the internal engraving. If we want to dismantle the central inscription in a non-destructive manner, we'll have to use this thing.
Oh, so you'll be able to see what it looks like on the inside?
For the most part. If it were just an ordinary unfinished ancient name piece, but since it's a central inscription, it would be better not.
So, Xilonen, does this central inscription fall under the 20% you understand about ancient names? Or the other 80% you don't understand?
Oh, don't worry. As I said, Auntie and I share... Which is, names are... Only by having names can things be sorted and categorized. For example, when I order ore, I would usually say, I need volcanic crystals of about 35%. Without specific names, I would only be able to go to the ore merchant and say, I want this and this. No, this isn't it. That one. No, not that one either. Yeah, you see what? Names are a crucial part of how we standardize our workflow. Without names? Yes, because forging ancient names is first and foremost. As for the question of why it's important, as long as it does not affect your ability to perform your work, after all, creating an ancient name is well, let me break it down even further. We're not in the tribe right now anyway. Essentially, by forging ancient name, giving someone a name is a subjective expression. You just need to but giving someone a nickname is a much more objective expression. If ancient names or nicknames aren't descriptive enough, so the best I can do is gather all the information I could, and even a minor mistake in the process could cause people to misunderstand the nickname. For a name engraver such as myself...
Paimon isn't trying to come up with a nickname for Xilonen. Besides, all of Paimon's...
Now I'm curious. Of course, this is also my line of work, you know.
A nickname? Xilonen. Well, she uses phlogiston to forge weapons and make...
Yeah, but you should keep observing my work, Paimon. Right, okay. Time to make like a smith and start smithing. Bring it! Adjust the inclination by 2 degrees. The error margin is within an acceptable amount, but I'll extend the inscription link a little more just to be safe. I'll leave some space here. When the linked engravings are activated, the inscriptions here will overlap with each other. There! That should complete the flow.
Amazing, Xilonen! You were running all over that cliff as if it was flat ground!
Oh no, it doesn't have anything to do with my tribe, it's just the, phlogiston. But after all that running around, I'll have to infuse them with more phlogiston again. I should prepare a spare supply. More or less, yeah. I can show them to you when we next find the time. Let me see. Start with Anchor 1.
Whoa! Tlzaolli's central inscription is even floating! So are you done checking the inscription, Xilonen?
I didn't find any anomalies in the phlogiston engraving. All the adjustments are indeed
That means we can help Tlzaolli and Nechca now.
well, probably, but I have good news and bad news. Oh, but
Paimon will cover her ears after the good news.
well, even if you cover your ears, the issue will still continue to exist. What are your thoughts on absorbing memories? But if you ask me, there's a problem with what... It's hard to control the absorption of memories. Technically speaking, this type of inscription, by herself, Auntie can't handle that level and scope of work, but...
Accomplices? You make it sound...
Well, here's the good news. Yes, this blaze gem inscription would be the perfect tool to commit crimes, but we haven't found any... From a purely objective standpoint, we can... The bad news is... There's still an underlying... I believe I've mentioned this before. Ancient names operate in this process. The Wayab actually function like a relay. If you remove the Wayab from the process and don't use it, trying to scoop up a specific grain of sand from a rushing river. Yeah, exactly. Anyone who attempts to do so will likely lose... Now, let's consider the memories that Auntie has gathered as the... There's no way Auntie would let Nechca plunge into the river of and considering that Nechca has forgotten all of her past, only Aunt Tlzaolli can help her filter the correct. So, if my hypothesis is correct, Auntie is actually planning on turning herself in an ideal world. This would be perfectly fine, as long as... And I also believe that there won't be any mistakes and everything. But Auntie is not a Wayab. Her body won't be able to handle the...
But how can we solve this problem? No matter...
Names are blessings for the future from people... I've also made up my mind.
Too slow. Too slow.
Xilonen. It looks like...
Yes, here's some research that I've done. I'll also help you continue working on the Blaze Gem inscriptions, but the memories that can be absorbed by the inscription will be limited solely to Nechca's past. If you attempt to extract any memories beyond this scope, then I'll consider that as committing a criminal act. And after the memory bank is constructed, the Blaze Gem inscriptions' absorption functions must be stopped.
I accept. Thank you, Xilonen.
Auntie, you know I can't stand it when you do this. If you need...
Using technology for ancient names to forge other things without permission.
Yes, it's a major departure from the technology's intended use, but it's nothing. But once this is all over, you must come with me to see...
That's fine. I'm willing to accept...
All right, let's clear off the table and come up with a plan. I need some time to consider how to let Nechca control the Blaze Gem inscription on her own. Oh.
How could I just hand her a birthday present that I've picked out a box and packaged it up. Wait till her birthday and then bring it.
No, it's just an old book.
Oh, is Nechca up again? But, uh-oh, that's not...
Nechca, don't hurt yourself.
Xilonen is... Your Nechca?
How many times have I told you? Don't get out of bed on your...
Hello, Nechca.
Thank you for the book. I've already read it. You've already read it? But didn't Tlzaolli...
No. She's all mixed up. A few days ago, she told me she wanted a book. I eventually found one and bought it for her. I put it in her... Soon after, she suddenly developed a fever.
Auntie, do you know which version?
Which version? The shopkeeper said it was the one with the perfect ending. Oh, it's all my...
Oh, it's all right. It's just a book.
Oh, right. Nechca probably doesn't know. You're Paimon and Miss Travel. Oh! Seems like everyone knows who we are now.
Yeah, Nechca seems to be doing pretty well today, since she's been...
Take her for a walk. But considering her...
Oh, don't worry, Auntie. She'll be safe with it. We won't leave the tribe, and if anything comes up, we'll be sure to... Besides, it's her birthday in a few days, and we need to go to... What do you think, Auntie?
I promise I'll be good, Mom. Didn't you say before that I need more...
All right. I also happen to have a few repaired Blaze Gem inscriptions that I need to get back to the tribe. Wait for a moment. I'll go get Nechca's water bottle and some...
Talk about being prepared.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared. Okay, let's go.
Oh, you can let me carry these. And don't be a stranger, Nechca.
Yeah! It's not often you get to go out to play. Okay. Thanks, everyone. And please don't worry. I'll be good.
Let's go look for Ignal. I've had her Blaze Gem inscription for a while now, and I'll finally return it to her.
Tlzaolli, what brings you to the tribe? Oh, she seems to be doing much better now. She's even out in...
I hope so. Here, Ignal.
Oh, thank you for bringing it back for me. Oh, by the way, I remember that Nechca would become so happy.
I'm sure she'd love that.
My pleasure. Give me a moment.
Oh, I can make the jewelry for her.
I would like...
Something shaped like an embercore flower would be nice. She was always asking me before
Noted. I'll make that as a gift. Sorry, Nechca. It won't be a surprise for you.
That's okay. Thank you.
Found it! Sorry to keep you waiting. By the way, Nechca, feel free to write to me if you... Well, I was shocked last time when you wrote me out of the blue.
Sorry about that. She can hardly contain her curiosity now that she started to recover. She's still too weak to go out whenever she wants, so... She begs me every day to help her write letters to people in the...
That's how you know she's one of the children.
Everything's looking up! Oh, we're just like the main character in the new... according to the story, we should be right around... to kill goddess of mountains and fire. Let my brother's name ever... The goddess replied, I've heard your prayer, but your brother...
Then, to kill, turn my blood to fire, so my heart may illuminate the depth.
Oh, you remembered that whole line, Nechca! Paimon remembers that's exactly what the... Paimon finished both books in one sitting. A lot of their content is near... But the ending in the older version is more interesting. Oh, wait. Nechca hasn't read the other ending.
That's not true.
You already know the other ending? But...
Hey, what are you all chatting about so...
Huh? Mom, Miss Traveler, we were just talking about how the bad guy was defeated and everyone returned home safely.
Aren't happy endings always nice? But if you already read the whole thing, guess you'll have to go to bed early tonight. But I'll buy you some more fairy tales next time, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's pretty good quality. I'll be able to give Nechca. But, you know, for now, let's focus on celebrating.
Next, let's visit Apaish. Stay close, Nechca.
Yes, Mom.
Why do my eyebrows keep twitching today?
That means you're about to hit the jackpot, Apaish.
I didn't expect to have... What are you looking to buy, Tlzaolli?
Whoa! Offering a discount just like that?
She was once our name engraver. And it'll...
Thank you for your generosity. I've finished repairing your Come on, Nechca. Say thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, so this is Nechca. It looks like you're doing much better now. How about this?
No, that's all right.
Oh, well, that was for your family. I've never...
Oh, no need to stand on ceremony, Auntie. His drills and small clamps are good quality. The measurements... I always come here to buy things if I find my... Oh, do you have any child-friendly safety scissors?
I have a few in stock, but I put them in the back.
Oh, no need to bring them all the way here. Why don't we just go in the back and choose?
I don't know much about that kind of scissors. Why don't...
Well, there are too many different designs and varieties of kid scissors. If you don't... Come on, Auntie. It'll only take...
And there goes Xilonen dragging Tlzaolli off to buy more...
I won't run off.
Paimon's favorite? Tequila, of course. In the old version of the story, he was never able to reunite with his family, but he was still really strong and What about you, Nechca? Which character?
I like...
Oh, the one who was possessed by Quatlique. But if it wasn't for his determination, both he and his brother would have been defeated by Of course! A story's only in... Hey, Nechca, why don't we play pretend? You can be Rima, and Paimon will be Tequila.
Miss Traveler?
But isn't she the villain? In the old version, she even ate Reebok and took on his appearance. Ah, right. She read the version with a happy ending. Well, it doesn't matter. Only the lines at the end were different. You can go on ahead and say your favorite lines, Nate.
My favorite line is the one...
Come here, Nechca. Look at you.
Mom!
Let me wipe your forehead. Now, drink some water. This child...
We've picked something out for Nechca. Apaish will deliver it to Auntie's house once he's packaged it up.
Oh, we were just about to get to the exciting part. Really? Oh, now that Paimon thinks about it, Xilonen has dragged Tlzaolli away from us a couple of times now. But...
Let's talk later. Just trust me. Oh, we should head to our last stop, Auntie. It's real hot today, and we shouldn't let Nechca...
Right. Let's go see Chevin and head back. I finished repairing your Blaze Gem inscription, Chevin. I've also reinforced it so it shouldn't fall apart so...
Thank you. How about the volcanic crystal?
Yes, thanks for...
You're welcome. I just want to see Nechca get...
Thank you, Miss Chevin.
It's fine. Honestly.
I was wondering where you got the ore for such a large-scale Blaze Gem inscription. So you must be one of Auntie's accomplices.
Oh, Xilonen.
We already know what's going on.
You had me worried there. I thought we'd been found out. To be honest, I won't be able to cover it up for much longer. I've been traveling away from home every few days, and the ore reserves have The last time the call came and asked me about it, I could only say that I'd been using up a lot of ore. As for why I had been leaving so often, I said that I had found a new ore vein. Sorry.
Sure, we can sit for a moment.
Miss Chevin, can I go see some of the jewelry over there?
You mean Amisha's work? Sure, go ahead. Remember?
Paimon wants to go too! We'll go together. Paimon hasn't looked. Really? Then Paimon.
You haven't bought any jewelry for a while, Auntie. Why don't you pick one out?
Come on, Nechca! We don't know anything about Natlan's jewelry, so you can help us pick something out!
Miss Traveler?
Come here, Nechca.
Huh?
Sorry, Chevin and Xilonen, but it's already getting late. It'll be Nechca's birthday in a few days, and there's still a lot.
No problem. I'll be sure to bring her some beautiful
Mom,
You're getting hot again. Here, you forget to take care of yourself once you stop playing. Nechca, I never.
Nechca's looking at us. Paimon feels like something's not right.
No, Nechca was having so much fun. Let me help carry her home. I'm worried you would also have.
No, it's fine. Let's go, Nechca. It's time to go. Please be sure to come to Nechca's birthday party. All right. It's nearly bedtime.
Oh, Auntie, remember to give her the book that.
I understand. Really, it's very special to receive a book from you.
yeah.
Oh, put it somewhere?
Well, I've read the story to her many times already.
Oh, that won't be a problem, Auntie. Nechca's problem.
Oh. What's different?
The majority is about the same, but the ending is. The one I gave her is the. It was released long before Nechca.
Oh, but I remember you were never very.
Huh. Well, I was just thinking that if what you said about Nechca's illness is true, so the ending to the original version of To Kill the Brave is also part of the. In other words, if she hasn't recently read the old version of the story.
I don't understand. Why are you so concerned about the ending of this? Maybe she snuck out somewhere when I wasn't watching and.
Yeah, okay, that is a possibility. After all, she does. In which case, yeah, let's go ask around the tribe. There are only a few shops in the tribe that sell books, or we can just.
The booksellers all have inscriptions, so there's a chance that they're.
So, you admit that the inscriptions can affect the tribe. I was very clear that I would consider that a crime, and
there must be a few more books at home.
I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen.
I beg your pardon?
Nechca, where did you read that book? And
go home, Nechca. Are you disobeying?
You're the one who wrote me the letter, Nechca. You're the one who wanted the book. Only you can speak for yourself. We're listening, Nechca. Right here.
Remember my name, brother.
Silence.
That's the line from the old ending.
I know everything. Xilonen, help me, please.
Something's blocking the door.
Get back.
Xilonen, wait for us.
The tunnel is blocked. We can't go in. There might also be traps.
Whoa. What are all those things on the...
It seems Auntie put all the extra inscriptions she made here. If she's trying to finish that ancient name, there's only one place.
Quit following me. too slow.
What is this place?
Auntie's workshop. It was supposedly closed after she stepped down from her position in the tribe. But it appears that we've all been deceived.
Why are there people up ahead?
If you're up to shady business, you have to hire shady people to help you. Let's go, don't hesitate!
Blown away!
Everyone hold hands!
Bring it!
Shine down!
Hey!
Come on!
Hold the line!
Letting brave names echo! Bring it!
Illusion shut!
Alright, let's finish this fast.
Shine down!
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are. The door's closed here too. Where should we go now?
The transport system seems to still be functioning. Let's go look for the controls and get this cart running again. Maybe it can take us further inside. All right, let's keep going!
You got here quick.
Nechca's up there! What are you planning to do to her?
I never lied to you. All this time, even though she's not my daughter yet. But, well...
What is she saying? Is she not Nechca?
So you figured it out. I want to... She has stayed in the Night Kingdom for far too long. She's afraid of the dark. I'm the one who made her stay there alone. Don't worry, Nechca. Mom hasn't forgotten anything. She has always remembered your name.
Then, who's that girl lying?
She's a child from my tribe. Her parents were killed in the same abyss attack. But wouldn't you know it, her birthday is the same as that. I raised her and took care of her for many years. I was so happy the first time she was willing to call me Mom. But then, I suddenly felt very... Is she really my child? My child... How could I be happy? As I said, I only want to bring... And now, the time has come for me to pay. As for my useless ancient name... It's finally time to put it to good use. If you're not willing to help me, then you can become the fuel for Nechca's... Xilonen, you have yet to make a move. I take it you're examining the inscription. It's no use. I've already set up the blaze gem. It's all thanks to your ideas. Now, after Nechca returns, I'll make sure to invite you to her birthday party.
You're not gonna go up there, are you?
There's a flaw in this engraving diagram. The weak point is almost about to activate, so I'm...
Don't worry, Nechca. Don't.
3,
Mom will always be with you.
2,
Wake up, Nechca. Now.
1!
It's alright. It's alright. You'll see Mommy soon. Nechca.
Keep back! Those are distorted thoughts. And the mists are the thoughts' twisted cries. If you become tainted by them, they will control you, and you'll never be free again.
Where are you? I don't want medicine. It hurts. It hurts. Why am I alone?
Nechca, why?
No more medicine. Will you stay with me forever? Please never leave me again.
Tlzaolli, you're the one who twisted Nechca's name into a shackling prison. It's time for you to hear her true voice. Stone engraved and echoing peaks converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn, for flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
Mommy will be with you. Nechca. Always. And forever.
Mommy, I've always been with you. And now you're finally listening to me. The old hurts the new, as flowers shield the roots. So life ever cycles until we return to the loam. We've known each other a while, but we've never met.
You're Nechca?
Yes, but I still don't know your name.
My name's Nepecha.
It really suits you. Nepecha, I bless you from the past and wish that every day of your future will be filled with peace and happiness.
I saw Nechca and was speaking with her, but now, where did she go? Nechca? Nechca! Xilonen, you saw her too, didn't you? You saw my little... I felt her hands and hugged her. Those gray shadows were just a minor mistake. I just need to restart...
Have you still not come to your senses, Aunt?
What senses? She's just a little upset and was trying to ignore me. That child sure knows.
Enough, Tlzaolli! The person you summoned with the Blaze Gem inscription wasn't the real... You collected memories of Nechca from countless people. Among what you gathered were not only real memories, but didn't you realize what kind of emotions people would feel upon seeing... When people held a dying child's hand, when they felt her faint breath and saw the helpless... What could they feel but abject... You absorbed those emotions into the Blaze Gem inscriptions. Those gray figures were projections of that past. They could only reproduce the appearance of Nechca. What the real Nechca wished to say was drowned out by those twisted and painful thoughts.
I didn't want things to turn out like this.
Nechca has always been with you. Everything has long been recorded on your ancient name. The one you said. You exhausted every option and sacrificed everything in the hopes of saving... But have you forgotten the true...
My ancient name is...
The immovable love between you and Nechca has already been recorded. Names are blessings from the past to the future. You told me that, Auntie. You gave Nechca her name. But now, you've turned her name into a prison by taking an innocent child,
Nechca is everything to me. And as for blessings... What blessings have I had, but I can't say anything. I can't grasp her hand. Every day, every single day, I've hated myself, an ancient name.
You think Nechca... Auntie, do you still remember the last word? The reason you haven't felt blessed is because you've forgotten the true past. Auntie, a name without a past is nothing but a withered...
Slowly now. Why don't you stay lying down? Oh, Xilonen, Nechca, Nepecha can already stand now, so we made our way over.
Thank you, Paimon and Miss I'm fine, really.
That's good. If you became Nechca, then this isn't the place to...
But what about Tlzaolli?
Oh, don't worry.
Quit following me. Quit following me.
All right, I've locked Auntie in the house with a few ropes. I'll take her to the truck. As for now, we can get away from the house and get some sun. After dealing with all of that,
She's already planned out everything. Xilonen... it's still so scary to imagine. Tlzaolli wanted to turn her Yeah, she was so cool in the final moments. She went right into action and took control of the situation instantly.
Well, it's all thanks to Nepecha's resilience. She never gave up. If it weren't for her bravely trying to get help, then I wouldn't have known.
It was thanks to all of you encouraging me. After all, this was already the last idea I could I tried to get the attention of many others who visited before, but even if I told them everything, all she had to do was start to cry, and she would inspect all the letters I sent and any gifts I received. And then, if I didn't comply, she would force me. It would put me to sleep for a few days, and it would be hard for me to remember anything. I would see a lot of weird things while I slept, and I would be so scared every day.
You have us now, Nepecha. If anyone dares to...
Yeah.
You are already super brave, and you even managed to call Xilonen. Xilonen isn't the kind of person who gets distracted easily by crying. She pays attention when someone's talking and doesn't miss a beat.
And it was because of your help that I was able... Without you, it would have been extremely difficult for her to... Tlzaolli would certainly be more on guard if I tried to speak with her, and would
So we had a part to play too! But where did Tlzaolli even get the confidence? Was she not scared that someone would realize that Nepecha wasn't Nechca?
That's certainly a possibility. The inscription she created would not only collect information related to Nechca's past, it's similar to graffiti. If you want to paint something new on a wall, it's possible that I was also one of her targets, which would explain why she was so willing to let me have the central...
Whoa, and you still took it? If it were Paimon...
Well, you can't uncover the truth without taking some risks, right?
So you suspected her from the very...
Oh, no, she's my auntie after all. The most I did was keep the possibility and a corresponding plan in mind, but now that I look back on it, we still managed to rescue a suffering child. Anyway, I think we've just about summarized everything and praised each other. Everything is finally over, and
So, what should I do now, Xilonen?
You should do whatever you like, of course. No one's going to lock you up.
But Everything I know is about Nechca. What she'd like to eat, which flowers I'm not her, but I can only be like her. I don't know, Xilonen. I just don't know.
Oh, don't worry, Nepecha. The Blaze Gem inscription isn't...
But I no longer remember anything about myself now besides... I'm scared, Xilonen. What should I do?
Oh, don't cry, Nepecha. Here, take this. I took some ore from Tlzaolli's collection and...
A Blaze Gem inscription! You can make them keep...
Oh, of course not. It's just a pretty piece of stone. This is your first blessing, the one you received. It has always protected you and stood over you.
But I don't even remember the names of my...
Huh. I won't make any big promises and say everything will... I can only promise that no matter what the future holds, you'll continue to grow and mature as a sapling. Your name is your starting... Remember your name and everything you've experienced.
You can do it, Nepecha!
Thank you all.
If you really can't come up with what to do, we're from the same tribe after all. If nothing else works, I can... And until then, you can stay at my workshop. I can handle another mouth to feed. I don't know if the plan will work. Well, rather than placing our hopes on a plan that relies... Well, anyway, enough about all that for now. Let me take Tlzaolli back to the tribe first. Oh, gosh. I nearly forgot.
Huh?
Oh, good. Let's go. We have a lot of work to do. We have a very busy future ahead of us. Oh, and, one more thing. Happy birthday, Nepecha.
Behold!
Oh, you're here. Everything's been taken care of now. Well, the tribe is still discussing that. I mean, not many of it. What I do know is that Tlzaolli's workshop will be closed permanently. And as for the completed Blaze Gem inscriptions, I'll be Anyway, at least her... Oh, and speaking of ancient names, I actually have some... Now, once all the Blaze Gem inscriptions stop working, the memories will return. Yeah, that's right. Huh. Wait, now that I think about it, now Nechca really is gone, but everyone is about to remember. She's resting in my workshop. I contacted others from the tribe, and the tribe hasn't responded yet, so I'm planning to take her in. But that's for another time. For now, she should just rest. After all, she's got a busy future.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just... tell... like it is. If someone can't handle it,